Okay, today we've got something really different. Um, it's a fixed blade from Hawk Nest Customs. I don't know much about them. Okay, so just a spoiler alert, I don't know anything about them really. It looks like the owner's name is Matt. Here's a little bit of details about this particular knife. And this was won in a waffle. Okay, it's a raffle. We call them other things because we do. And if you know, you know, right? So there was a waffle that was going on, and a new supporter of the channel, I guess it's a supporter, not a sponsor, supporter, because he sends in a bunch of knives and has become kind of one of those online, fake internet online friends. Gerger Paul, who is not far from me, probably 3 hour, 4 or 5 hour drive. So at some point, maybe we'll get together in person. I don't know. We'll see. He's here in California. So anyway, he bought a bunch of tickets for this waffle and ended up buying or winning this hawk feather knife. I talked to Gerger the other day about this as I was kind of getting ready to film. And I'm like, dude, how do you wear, do you wear this on your belt and where? Because I am right-handed. I know I wear my watch on my right hand when I wear a watch. I usually take my watch off before I film a video because I don't want the watch to distract from the knife. Okay. And when I put this on the belt on my right-hand side, it's kind of like backwards-ish. And if I put it on my left-hand side, then it's really backwards. Guri said he didn't know how to wear it either, and he's having another sheath made for it. One that can kind of clip into the pocket and go more vertically. So it's a good quality sheath. I'm just not sure how it's supposed to be oriented on your belt. I guess you could put it upside down. But then if it's upside down on the right-hand side, you could draw it like this. I don't know. Okay, so let's get off of this. It's cool, made by Imperial Leatherworks. Very nice, high-quality sheath that I'm just not sure how it works. Okay, so here is the actual knife that is in question today. And we'll zoom in a little bit because it's a small guy. You're just a hair under 6 inches overall length. Okay, for the blade, it's 2.45 inches from the tip of the micarta scales. So yes, your cutting edge is longer than the blade length the way I measure. You guys measure however you want. 2.67 inches of usable cutting edge. This thing is really sharp. It is thick behind the edge, as you can see already, and it gets thicker up here at the tip. But for as small as this is, it feels pretty good in the hand. I feel like I have very good control. I don't feel as though it's going to rotate too much in my hand when I'm kind of gripping it. It feels like I can do some good cutting with it. Now, it does cut paper pretty well. I have a little piece of paper here. It's a short blade, right? So it's only going to cut as much as the blade is. But it works really well. And if you want to do some cardboard, it's going to do that also. Not quite as slicey because it is a little thicker behind the edge. But it works really well. This thing is a cutter. Okay, so I like it. Not a fan of the sheath, but everything else I kind of like. All right, so what we have here is riveted Nebula Sanmai, full tang. I love how you can see the pattern here in the back of that Sanmai blade. Vintage emerald paper micarta, as I be careful here with the tip of the heel of the blade digging into my thumb. All in all, it's a cool little knife. Matt is he's got a big following on Instagram. So apparently most of you guys know all about him. because then when I saw the people that were following him, is a lot of my friends. So I don't know what rock I have been under, but what you get, right? The knife alone weighs in at 4.4 ounces. With the sheath, it's a 6.7 ounce package. Behind the edge, I touched on that. It starts out back here at 0.029, and it goes all the way up to 0.075 at the very tip. It is thick, but that gives you a lot of strength for piercing boxes, piercing into game, if you're going to use this for hunting type things, stuff like that. It gives you a lot of strength, big belly in a small package. So I think it's kind of cool in general. Okay. The other thing I saw on Matt's Instagram, Hawk Nest's Instagram, was it looks like he's got a Rolex Hulk. And he's all tatted up. And I had a little bit of beard envy. So a guy that's tatted up, wearing a Rolex Hulk, can't be all that bad. Now, can he? Right? So he is in Austin, Texas. I do know that. Here it is, the AA battery. The Sharpie, the Spyderco Delica. I don't think I have any other fixed blades out on the table/bench today. So that's what you're going to get for size comparisons. But I'll probably reach out to him and see. Maybe we can get him on the EDC hour at some point to talk more about his knives and offerings. He's got a bunch of different models. Go check him out. His website link in Instagram wasn't working, so I couldn't find an actual website to give me more details. And quite frankly, I didn't reach out ahead of time to try to get more details. This is not how I work usually. I want to give you guys tidbits and see if I can get him on the show, and then he can tell you all of his information in person virtually. So Guri, thank you very much for sending this in. I do really appreciate the support from folks like Guri, folks like Alex at the Watch and Cut channel, my other buddy Joseph, Anthony, all of that. Those guys that send stuff in will get a sticker or 2 or 3 when I ship them back. I know I didn't name everybody that sends stuff in. You guys know the usual suspects. Okay, so I'm not going to waste everybody's time just naming a list of people. But if you want to send something in, my email is in the description of every single video. Please just reach out. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, all of the usual places. Because, yeah, that's how I keep doing videos every day, is because people loan stuff in. I couldn't afford to buy knives for every day. So, yeah, help me out. Let me know your thoughts down below on this. If somebody is using one of these with this sheath, let me know how you carry it, because I'm very curious. All right. Thanks, everyone.